Hey there, Paul McGinnis here with some thoughts for your daily walk. Today we're in Luke chapter 7, and the verse I want to zero in on is verse 9. But before I get there, I got a question for you. What do you think amazes Jesus? What do you think he's amazed by? He's speechless. He can't believe what he's seeing before his eyes. Right? Think about the things that amaze you. The things that catch your interest, or that you just have to show. You see a video and you just have to show somebody else, or you see this picture, or this sunset, or the ocean, or whatever. We get amazed by things that kind of take our breath away, and we marvel at them. Well, that happened to Jesus as well. At least 2 times in the gospel accounts, we see that Jesus was amazed by something. And both times, it's faith. Jesus is amazed at people's lack of faith, and we see that in Mark chapter 6. But here in Luke chapter 7, we see that Jesus is amazed by a centurion's faith. The centurion has a son who is sick, a son or a daughter, I don't remember, but their child is sick, and they want Jesus to come heal their child. And this official says, Jesus, you don't even have to come into my home, you don't even have to come with me, you could just say the words. And then Jesus says this in Luke 7 verse 9, when Jesus heard this, he was amazed. And we don't hear that very often, but this amazed Jesus. Turning to the crowds that were following him, he said to them, I tell you the truth, I have not seen faith like this in all of Israel. It's faith that amazes Jesus. People's lack of faith amazed him in a negative way. And this Gentile, this centurion, this Roman official, his faith in who Jesus was and in what he could do, that amazed Jesus. We don't see it that often, but it's possible for you and I to amaze Jesus. And we don't amaze him with how much we know. We don't amaze him by how right we are about everything. We don't amaze him by how we carry ourselves in such a way where we just kind of prove that we've got everything right. We don't amaze him by how busy we are or how much we can accomplish. When we take action on our faith, that amazes Jesus. And even later on in this chapter, he refers to John the Baptist. And here's a guy who lived by faith, who paved the way for Jesus. He talks about a sinful woman who anoints Jesus with perfume and with her own tears. And that is an act of faith. Whatever you can do to let your faith come out of you. Don't just keep it inside of you, let it come out of you. I'm reading a book by Donald Miller called A Million Miles in 1,000 Years. And he talks about how a character is what he does. Right? Nobody is going to know what we're thinking or what we're feeling unless we act on that. And that's the same idea. It's not enough to just have faith, have love, have hope inside yourself. You need to let that come out. You need to take some action based on your faith, based on who you believe Jesus is and who God is. Let that prompt some action and amaze Jesus with your faith today in big ways or even in small ways. Take that with you today, friends.